A shout out to I believe it's NATO Twins. He requested that I use Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, which I call like the Karate King. He is one of the best, fighters to come to UFC with a strict karate background and just dominate everybody, in striking and on the feet. He actually faced Burns. He lost like a decision because he got out wrestled for the most part. So, if he had great takedown defense, I mean, this guy could have definitely been a dominant champion. He was close to being Tyron Woodley at one point. They had like a draw, and then they had like a real boring fight. I think Wonderboy lost that one, or I'm not. Yeah, I think it went to like a Woodley, I believe so. He just recently got knocked out by, Buckley, which was sad to see. I knew it could happen because Buckley is very young, of course. Wonderboy is getting older. He's in his 40s, I believe so, at this point in time. Our opponent is trying to wrestle us. He does not want anything to do with us on the feet, which is smart. He is Gilbert Burns. You definitely don't want to be standing on the feet too long against Wonderboy Thompson. He's going to be turning that takedown down. So, I hold L2 and R2 to block the initial takedown. And I know it's down because Gilbert's head starts to face our camera. He starts to go towards us. His body's going towards the camera where I can see his face. That's how I know the takedown is down. Trying to keep our distance. It's really hard to try to use Wonderboy in the game. Oh, look at this. He ends up doing like a jumping armbar. I kind of figured he was going to go for a position, so I denied down. R2 and down. And we're right back to the feet with it. We're not trying to stay anywhere on the ground with Dorino Burns. He has some of the most dangerous jiu-jitsu submissions in this division. So we're going to take our time. We are draining his stamina, though. He has been trying to chain wrestle us a little bit. Well, not like chain wrestle, but he is going back to back for these trying to jump subs. He's using a lot of juice right now. So we're going to try to punish that gas tank for sure. So less stamina he has, the less effective his grappling will be, and pretty much be an easy fight. As you saw that little cross I did, if you do a moving forward cross with Wonderboy, he has like his signature blitz cross. Unfortunately, it's not with the jab cross like those karate blitzes. Like, I forget who has it. MVP has it, yeah. Wonderboy, he just has the cross. And that lethal lead head kick. We catch our opponent perfectly. I believe he was trying to major lunge out of that corner because he felt like something was coming. And he went right into our lead head kick. This is a perfect display of distance management, working those teeps. And working those beautiful high kicks of Wonderboy. He knocked out somebody with that lead head kick. And it was like one of the slickest knockouts I've ever seen. I forget who it was against because that was a long time ago. Probably when young Wonderboy was very young. So yeah, that's definitely a very long time ago. I just started about 2021 watching MMA, or UFC specifically. My first pay-per-view was Ngannou versus Gan. So the reason why I'm well versed in knowledge is because I watched all the documentaries on all the legends, and I love the sport. Look at that, we rock him a nasty body kick. I think our opponent has given up. I don't know how that whiffed, but hey, GG. Yeah, this fight was a little bit, sloppier, but it was a pretty cool fight. So I thought I'd throw it in there. It's one of the main reasons why Wonderboy isn't picked. This guy's style. Like, he'll use Superman punches and, big kicks to cover all the ground. So it kind of makes up for him not having good footwork like we do. So it makes it really hard to even use Wonderboy effectively. Because in UFC 4, I used to be able to use him very effectively. Like, when I teep someone, it would keep them back. Like, they would have to take a lot of steps forward for them to really get back into my space. In this game, not so much. Trying to take our time. I did have a few wins on this guy, so I wasn't really sure how he played. So I think it's been a while since I played this guy, so him kind of like running in there with like I was expecting more grappling, but he's running in there with Superman punches, lead head kick, crosses, just all this to cover ground because he doesn't know how to enter the pocket well. And for the most part, like I'm not really trying to play meta, so I'm trying to use the kicks more, but that's the problem that this game suffers, It's easy, way too easy to smother kickboxers. Especially guys like Wonder Boy. Pretty sure he has like 9,900 footwork. So, the odds of him being able to do that should be very, you shouldn't even be able to do that. But hey, we hope and pray for USC 6. Comes out later this year. Most leakers are saying. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, we're starting to miss some of our kicks. I'm used to using the longer people in this division, so I actually haven't used Wonder Boy. I don't think I used Wonder Boy in like a very, very long time. And he does sweep us here. So we're trying to block the punches and block that at the same time. So yeah, if you're not quick enough, you get swept. There we go. Trying to work that body, trying to get that stamina down. I'm surprised because I thought he was going to try to grapple. He is using Shavkat Rakhmonov. Someone that mainly does try to take people down to the ground, wear them down, tap them out. Pretty much does it. He does it all. Usually when people pick Shavkat, I expect more grappling. But hey, if he's going to give us a stand-up fight, why not, right? Just trying to take our time, make the reads. Sometimes that does catch me off guard. I try to block, but it's fine. So you see, I got punished right there because I was throwing the kick in the pocket. So you definitely always have to be careful because you can get punished heavily for throwing kicks in the pocket. It gives people a big counter window. So when you are using guys like Wonder Boy Thompson, you definitely want to make sure you're at the right distances. This game makes it a little bit harder because people can pressure you so easily. So what ends up happening is every time you have this perfect kicking distance, they're like already in your face with like a couple moving forward jabs, and they just cut the entire distance. To me, it's corny that the game is like that. Not the player, but like how they made the game, the developers themselves, Because this is how he plays, This is not really his fault. He's the one that's allowed to do it. That's all. He's not doing nothing cheesy, but it's just annoying that you can't use a good kickboxer. You have to use someone that can box and kick a bit because people just do this to smother your footwork. Like those Superman punches go crazy, like with the distance, but I could still have some fun with kickboxing though. Like I said, that's why I like to say in quick match because does everybody play like this? No. I run into different styles all the time. So, if I had to play someone like this once in a while, I don't mind. I have to play guys like this every day, all day. Not really that fun. Yeah, I appreciate you guys showing a lot of love in the streams we started doing recently. Still gonna take our time. Yeah, I'm looking to do that daily. I'm not gonna guarantee every day. Some days I might be a little lazy, maybe busy with something, but I definitely want to do it daily. I love interacting with you guys. This is another way I interact with you guys too. You guys influence the content you see on your screen. I know I'm not the biggest channel out there for UFC content, but I'm definitely gonna be somebody that's gonna help you get better. And I love to entertain, love putting on good fights. So if you guys do enjoy that, stay tuned. We post daily. Yeah, he's being very patient. So like people like this, you might feel the need to just rush in and just crack them with combos, or you might get frustrated. But for the most part, you just gotta stay composed. Make sure you're winning, the exchanges. Make sure you're winning the round at the very least. As long as you're winning the rounds, it doesn't really matter what he does. Being comfortable to go to decisions is something you guys should really practice. It's something I struggled with even just a couple months ago. You know, before I started doing the YouTube stuff, I would always try to go for finishes and force these things, and usually ended up with me losing or taking a whole bunch of extra damage and losing more stamina than I should have. And if you have those bad tendencies, run into a good player, they will, you know, exploit all those weaknesses. For example, you see how I play real technical, real clean, real, you know, I guess you'd call it try hard or whatever. You know, I play everyone the same. You know, I give everyone that level of respect. And I end up having like a loss to this guy named Sauce UFC in my stream, right? And what I ended up doing was I ended up avenging that loss. You know, staying composed, sticking to the same game plan. You know, landing a shot here, a shot there, and eventually in like round 3, round 4, ended up getting a very nice body TKO. So, you know, feels good to avenge that loss. But if I was goofing around, playing around in quick fight, not really practicing, staying sharp, that guy would have slaughtered me. More than likely would have won very easily. But it was a good competitive fight, though. I had fun with that, and it was perfect. That's how I ended off my stream. Yeah, on my streams, I upload them too, so I leave them there like that. So if you guys do want to check out those streams, see me live, you know, not perfect, not by any means, not really the best player out there, but I'm someone that's high level that's going to help you get better and help you learn things that you might not know about. I love helping people get better. That's like my main thing. Yeah, but with this guy, we still got to stay patient. He's kind of looking for us to overextend so he can counter us, or trying to make us impatient, you know, force us to do, you know, dumb things, like either throwing bigger combos or maybe throwing a big kick and him ducking it. You know, that's kind of what the guy's looking for. Not really gonna give it to him. We're just gonna really point fight. You know, just land more than him. And look at that, we rock him with a nice cross, question mark kick, and then we drop him with the uppercut. Because a lot of people like to duck, so sometimes I wait to see their reaction, and then, you know, I go with whatever punch. Let's go. So now, with a knockdown and a rock, this round's all mine. He would have to get a knockdown back. So, you know, I do sense a finish, so we're just trying to, you know, not overextend too much, but still work that foundation, which is working that body, working that gas tank. The lower it is, the easier it's going to be for me to get him out of here. And it's going to make his grappling less effective as well. Because what's going to happen is if he doesn't have like the stamina to really move around or transition, his grappling is going to be nullified. And even if he gets me in a submission, it's going to be harder because his stamina is really low. So the odds of him tapping me out significantly drop. Just taking our time. Yeah, you see, he's trying to push us now because now he feels like he has to do something. We're going to keep him there. Yeah, I remember he can still grapple us. Just taking our time, trying to see what he wants to do, you know. We got this round under control. You know, Romero is someone that's a high-level player that showed me that I should definitely be focused on winning the rounds. The finishes will come. There's no need to rush. They shoot for a takedown. We sprawl. We're going to punch the body. You know, it's 40 seconds left, you know. We deny him. We're just trying to chip that stamina down. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.